Right now at 10, the first snow of the year. Our weather team breaks down who could see it and how much is coming.
And La Crosse Common Council passes the city's 2026 operating budget. What the final vote means for residents.
Plus, how a Vernon County program is helping domestic violence offenders break the cycle of abuse.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Get set for snow. We could soon see the first flakes of the year.
In La Crosse County, preps are already on. Crews are getting the trucks ready just in case.
In a storm, we typically have 27 plows out. It takes them about an hour to do their whole route. Slow down, give yourself more time. If it's snowing, our plows are out.
So when will the snow start and stop? Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart with the answer.
Well, some will see snow and others may just see rain, and amounts will just vary. But looking at right now, the winter weather advisory is just north of La Crosse. So it's a very small area between I-94 and I-90 that could see snow. And this also could be elevation dependent too. Ridgelines, bluffs seeing higher than the low line. That's what we're seeing. Transition at some point later tonight for these areas, then tapering off to noon. Now, other areas will see the snow, just won't see it much in the way of accumulation. Right now, if you look outside, we're seeing actually conditions very nice, actually mid to upper 30s with 40 degrees at La Crosse, still fairly dry. We haven't seen much in the way of any precipitation. You look at radar, you got to go all the way down the southeast, northeast Iowa to see precipitation that's beginning to expand northward. But still, a lot of this quite isn't reaching the ground yet because how dry we are. So it's still got a few hours to go. And you can see that close up, a lot of that activity from La Crosse, Viroqua, Lafarge. It's not actually reaching the ground. So a few sprinkles, some flurries potentially, but the main activity still got about another hour and a half to at least start reaching some of the areas. So we'll time this out later on in the broadcast, exactly where and how much, and then what the rest of the week looks like too. That all coming up a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
And a reminder, you can track weather with the First Warn weather app. You can find it at the App Store or on Google Play.
La Crosse city leaders met tonight to finalize the city's 2026 operating budget.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us from the newsroom with what happened at tonight's meeting. Jadius.
Yeah, the La Crosse Common Council has approved the city's 2026 operating budget, a vote that will close the Northside Library and pool. Council members voted 10-3 to approve the $74 million operating budget for 2026. Several community and council members pushed to keep the North Branch Library and pool open, calling them critical resources. But those operations were not restored in the final budget. Supporters of the budget say the city had to close a significant funding gap and make difficult choices.
It's not an easy budget. I think it's a responsible one. We all want to say yes to everything, but leadership means making hard choices about where limited resources will have the greatest impact, and that's what this budget does.
Now, despite the disagreements, council members emphasize that everyone elected is always trying to do what's best for the city of La Crosse. According to council members, the Northside Library branch will remain open until June of 2026. The pool, however, will not reopen after the winter. Live in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. Viroqua native Missy Hughes says being a political outsider will help her stand out in Wisconsin's race for governor. In a studio interview with me today, the former Organic Valley executive and CEO of Wisconsin's Economic Development Corporation says she has the experience to deliver a Main Street economy.
My experience and my career really has given me the opportunity to see how to get things done in Wisconsin, how to make jobs, how to make businesses and communities more successful. And so the time is right. We need someone who knows how to build a strong economy and can work every day to do that. And I have the skills to accomplish that.
I've broken down our full conversation up on news8000.com.
Developing news tied to Pete Buttigieg's town hall in La Crosse. News 8 Now is learning that he's rescheduling it due to a family emergency. A Buttigieg rep says his mother has been admitted to the hospital for an urgent medical issue. The town hall was set to happen tomorrow. Right now, no word on when it will be rescheduled.
A Wisconsin bill preventing SNAP recipients from buying candy and soft drinks will get a vote Wednesday. The bill requires Wisconsin DHS to apply for a waiver from the U.S. Department of Agriculture in order to enforce the restrictions. If it's approved, DHS must prohibit the use of food share benefits to purchase candy or soft drinks. If the waiver isn't approved, DHS is required to resubmit annually until it's granted. A Republican lawmaker sponsoring the bill says their goal is to help Wisconsinites eat healthier.
We want it to be healthy and not that they're falling into a rut that leads them to a bad overall healthcare outcome.
The bill would also require DHS to create a database of candy and soft drinks, which would cost around $6 million. The vote comes days after the Trump administration asked SNAP recipients to reapply for benefits. And SNAP is our News 8 poll question today. Should Wisconsin restrict what type of food users can buy? 74% saying yes, 22% no.
A Vernon County program is teaching domestic violence offenders how to handle conflict without violence. Coordinators of the Creating a Process for Change program say no participant has reoffended. The 27-week course teaches offenders to manage emotions and resolve conflicts peacefully. Federal funding cuts threatened to shut it down until county and state leaders stepped in.
I don't know one person that's went through the class and hasn't come out a different person.
Vernon County now funds the program through the end of this year. The state of Wisconsin just awarded a 3-year grant to continue the work. Coordinators plan to expand the curriculum into middle and high schools across Vernon County.
As our first snow approaches, Amplify by Gunderson is hosting its 20th annual blanket drive. Donations of blankets and bedding will be distributed to more than 20 local organizations, including the Salvation Army, Boys and Girls Club, and Catholic Charities. The drive has collected more than 15,000 blankets over the years.
I think it's just a great way that people can give back at something small. You know, donating a blanket is not a big ask, but means so many to those who need it, especially this time of the year.
The drive runs through December 19th. Collection bins are set up in the lobbies of La Crosse and Onalaska Amplify campuses.
The Nature Place is hosting a free toy and book swap this week. Families can bring gently used toys and books or just show up and take something home for free. The swap runs through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon.
I walked into the office on Monday, this morning, and I couldn't believe how many things we had donated already. Yeah, the tables are full. We have tons of books, tons of toys.
A donation is not required to take something home.
Still to come tonight, AAA's latest prediction, how it could impact your Turkey Day plans.
Plus, the House forces a vote on the Epstein files. President Trump's response to the bill.
Well, starting at 5 a.m., the First Warn Weather Team is tracking snow, when it starts, when it stops, and what it'll mean for your morning commute. I'll see you at 5 a.m.
Welcome to Ashley's biggest sale of the year. During the Black Friday event, shop trending hot buys starting at just $1.99. Or take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. The Ashley Black Friday event, going on now.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support. From the field to the barn, our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Welcome to Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases designed to elevate your comfort and sleep experience. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 72 months. Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Don't miss it.
In the face of growing GOP support for a bill compelling the Justice Department to release all the files it has on Jeffrey Epstein, President Trump has reversed his stance on making the documents public.
CBS News' Erica Brown has the latest from the White House.
The House is expected to vote as soon as Tuesday on a measure compelling the Justice Department to release all its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
So it's been a PR blunder from the beginning. And I think the Speaker's right. This is going to happen, so let's get it done and vote on it.
The House will act decisively. The Senate needs to act. And Donald Trump just needs to step out of the way.
President Trump previously opposed the release of the files, saying he cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein years ago and has not been accused of wrongdoing. In a reversal, the president now says he's in favor of releasing the files.
They can do whatever they want. We'll give them everything. Sure, I would. Let the Senate look at it. Let anybody look at it.
But the president continued to call the push a hoax.
It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
On Monday, one of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims spoke out.
Speaking as one of the victims, I beg you to release these files once and for all. I mean, there is no valid reason for refusing to do so.
If passed, the bill would force the Justice Department to release all files and communications related to Epstein, as well as any information about the investigation into his death in federal prison.
The bill is expected to pass the House with Republican support, but it remains unclear whether the Senate will take up the measure. The bill would also need a signature from President Trump, which he suggested he's willing to provide. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
The world's largest aircraft carrier is now within striking distance of Venezuela. The nuclear-powered Gerald R. Ford arrived in the Caribbean this weekend. It comes as tensions build in the region, with the Trump administration ramping up its drug interception operations. Last night, the president weighed in on possible next steps in Venezuela.
We may be having some discussions with Maduro, and we'll see how that turns out. They would like to talk.
This comes as the Pentagon announced another boat strike Saturday, which killed 3 people.
We're learning more about Dick Cheney's funeral. Former President George W. Bush and Liz Cheney will speak. The funeral is Thursday at the National Cathedral in D.C. Cheney died of complications tied to pneumonia and cardiac disease at the age of 84.
A fire destroyed an old power plant in Galveston County, Texas. Nearly a dozen local fire departments responded to the blaze that broke out on Sunday. Multiple wooden cooling towers were destroyed, causing them to collapse. As a precaution, a limited shelter in place was issued. The fire was fully put out this morning. There are no reports of injuries. The fire's cause is still under investigation.
Thanksgiving is the busiest holiday for travel, and this year roads and airports during the Thanksgiving holiday period are expected to be busier than ever. AAA predicts nearly 82 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home during that period that runs from the Tuesday before Thanksgiving to Monday, December 1st. That's 1.6 million more travelers compared to last Thanksgiving and a new record. AAA projects the majority of people, at least 73 million, will travel by car. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, we definitely got rain and snow for your Tuesday morning, but what about the rest of the week? We'll break that down and show you what the temperatures look like all the way through the weekend. That all coming up on your First One weather update after the break.
When the food truck arrives at our neighbor's place, it takes a community. Our attorneys don't just fight insurance companies, they fight hunger in Wisconsin alongside our neighbor's place. Because together, we're stronger. Bygoff and Rohde, your neighbors, your injury advocates.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, during our fall workwear event, men's full blue denim jeans just $10.99. Get a free $30 farm and fleet gift card when you buy a pair of Thorogood work boots. Plus, we offer Blaine's best price promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house. Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red? Making customers happy. That's my favorite tradition.
Like my sweater.
During the Ford year-end sales event, get 0% limited term APR financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select 2025 Ford vehicles.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Culligan expert today.
Love Arby's famous roast beef? Love hickory barbecue sauce? Love 2 for $6 deals? Meet the RBQ. It loves to be loved. Arby's, we have the meat.
From the law office to the clothing closet, our lawyers seek hope and recovery for the whole community. Bygoff and Rohde and our neighbor's place, where every injury and every neighbor matters, because together we're stronger. Winning justice for Wisconsin.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
As a reminder, we have more details on this event and other weather events upcoming too, always online and streaming at 8.2. You have videos that we update every 6 hours, and then every day we have one that's a little bit longer, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that explores. Tonight will be the details of the storm right there, but other times we have climate information and so forth. So check that out, especially with the event that's going on tonight. So overall, here's your temperatures right now. You can see a lot of 40s, upper 30s. We've cooled off. Here's the precipitation there that is struggling to reach the ground. You got to really get to Mason City, west of Decorah, to see that actually reach the ground as they begin to warm up to temperature and dew point wise. You see some of this radar picking up some snow ahead of it. And the reason is for this is what I've displayed here is more dew points. And really, if you get 100% relative humidity, you got to make actually that's the temperature where it has to fall to get there, or a combination of the temperature falling and the dew point rising. With it being this low at the beginning, sometimes the precipitation can actually start off as snow before transitioning to rain as we get these warmer dew points. You see, we got 30, 34, that's above freezing. So pockets of little snow or even wintry mix, it's possible before we actually transition entirely over to rain, given how dry we are right now. We call it that evaporating cooling when this happens. Overall, the big picture shows a low is well to the south. It's going to stay well to the south. We're going to be on the northern edge, and you see most of this still is in the form of rain yet. It hasn't quite cooled at the northern edge of it, but that will eventually happen here as we time it out. You can see the northern edge begins to push north. We might see a little bit of a switch. You can see that little bit ahead of it that could be rain, snow, sleet, even some freezing drizzle possibility. Very light, not expecting any road impacts with that. It begins to transition snow west of the area there eventually after midnight. For La Crosse and areas north, it'll start switching over as we get closer to 3 to 4 as we go north of Eau Claire, and then this area likely will stay as snow going through the morning commute. So that's the area that's more a concern. Further south, we might have breaks and actually more precipitation to Decorah, turning rain, eventually then transitioning to snow as the temperatures cool. But notice the temperatures, they're close to freezing or just a degree below. So main roads with this likely will remain wet because we won't see as much of a heavy snow rate. Really, the area of concern is right there between the area where you could get maybe a half-inch snow rate at sometimes. That'll produce actually some slush on slide roads. Eventually, all this begins to push to the east, and it will taper off after noon with some clearing skies to the north. Russ County, you actually might see a lot more sunshine, where further south, you're not going to see just cloud cover throughout the day, and then clouds will begin to push back up in the area tomorrow night. The snow amounts right here, greater than 2 inches, is right along that area, as I note. At higher elevations, ridgelines, bluffs, you might see more of the 2 to 3. Get lower in the valleys, a degree or two difference may actually reduce the amounts too in the valley, especially near the Mississippi River area too. So that's what it is. It's a very narrow area. Further south means you'll have more rain than probably snow, or you just won't have enough accumulation. That's the impact that we're looking at, and that's where the winter weather advisory is, right along that corridor right there all the way to about noon for tomorrow too, as we look at it. So what to expect here, once again, rain, snow towards the morning. It will transition. There might be a little wintry mix before we turn back to rain in some areas. The most of the snowfall or accumulating snow between I-90, I-94, and once again, elevation may play a role in that too. Roads, most of the roads should be wet, the main ones, the main highways, U.S. highways, interstates. As you get more slush, you'll probably be on side roads, and it will be a heavy wet snow, so that slush will be actually quite slippery too in some areas of the concern. Now, once we get past this event, it's a fairly quiet pattern actually. We get back up to the 50s Thursday, cool off with another front coming through. The weekend overall looks fairly mild, the temperatures above average, and then we start a cooling trend towards Thanksgiving, which you might see a lot of news on this coming up here, how this pattern's going to switch once we get past Thanksgiving. It is going to get colder. Right now is how cold we get, just depends on how things plan out. But for tonight, tomorrow, definitely take time. Not all areas will see the snow, but where you do see it, it could be a little bit of slush on the side roads, and then it'll wrap up by noon. So it's the first event. It's not a real huge event, but it's the first event.
Yeah, a minor disruption at least.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Badgers look to stay unbeaten ahead of a top 25 clash later this week. Plus, one of the heroes for the Packers yesterday speaking on what the 27-20 win means for the team. Jacob is next.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
Engines rev, are you listening?
Fun to drive, fuel efficient.
Such beautiful stuff.
We're happy for miles, driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like Pleasely. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, a big matchup looms with a chance for some revenge against number 9 in the country, BYU, later this week. But first, the Wisconsin men's basketball team with a tune-up against Southern Illinois Edwardsville tonight. Both teams lighten up the scoreboard in the first half, combining for 89 points before half. Here's 3 of Nick Boyd's 22 on the night. Then a few possessions later, Bucky getting some bench scoring courtesy of Braden Carrington, who gets a chance for the 4-point play right there. Wisconsin's leading scorer on the night, John Blackwell, who was 5 of 6 from downtown. He's going to can that one to make it a 6-point Badger lead. And they'd go into the break up 48-41. In the second half is where Greg Gard's team would separate themselves, as off the steal, Nolan Winter gives it up and gets it back off the alley-oop slam. Badgers pick up the win 94-69. Bucks taking on the Cavs, and it was a great start for Milwaukee. Check out the body control by Giannis Antetokounmpo to complete the and one. Milwaukee goes up 12, but then a key play late in the first half. Giannis attacking the rim, goes up, and his try is no good. And he gets up slowly, the team calling it a groin strain, and he did not return to the game. And from there, Cleveland just starting to assert their dominance. Donovan Mitchell with a sweet Euro step into the floater that goes. And the former Bucks, Sam Merrill, with one of his 6 threes right there. Bucks fall on the road 118-106. T-Wolves looking to make it 5 wins in their last 6 after a slow start to the year, and this was Naz Reid's best showing of the season so far. Hits the triple, then he's going to attack the lane right here, and he will rise for a powerful put down. Minnesota goes up 13. 6 different T-Wolves hitting double digits in this one, including Anthony Edwards, who connects from distance to extend the home side's lead. The leading scorer was Reid, who poured in a season-high 22 points in just 23 minutes of action. Minnesota victorious again, taking this one over Dallas by 24. Well, it wasn't pretty, but the Packers ended their 2-game losing skid yesterday as the Green and Gold used some late heroics to take down the Giants 27-20. The game had no shortage of drama as Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs both went to the locker room with injuries in the first half. Jacobs did not return, but Love did, and he looked sharp, producing his best game by Pro Football Focus's standards of his career best rating with a 93.7. There were various drops from different receivers, but when it mattered most, Christian Watson was the featured target. And after facing some adversity with his knee injury last season, he says he's thankful he's able to have such an impact.
I mean, honestly, every single time I get to step out there, I mean, it means the world to me. I try not to ever take any of this for granted. And I mean, yeah, I mean, we just got to find a way to go 1-0 every single week. You know, obviously the last 2 weeks haven't gone our way, but I mean, we just got to keep on pushing. And that was just a great team win today.
And an update on the injury status of Josh Jacobs, and it's good news as he's deemed day-to-day with a knee contusion, injured reserve, not a consideration, and he could potentially play Sunday against the Vikings. And it was a tale of 2 halves for the Badger football team last Saturday as they were right there with the number 2 team in the country, Indiana, for the first 30 minutes. But after the break, the Hoosiers turning it up a notch, winning 31-7 over Wisconsin. Luke Fickell encouraged by the start from his team, but says they need to play better in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Obviously, losing is always difficult, but I just think in the way that which we played in the first half and in the way that which we played the second half, it was hard. It was disappointing, and I wanted to make sure our guys understood that and knew that too. That there is no silver lining in the fact that hey, you played well in the first half but didn't come out the second half.
Wisconsin now ineligible for a bowl game, but will look to end the season strong at home against Illinois and on the road against Minnesota. So a winnable game this Saturday against Illinois, but definitely want to get that last one of the year against Minnesota. It's a rivalry game. Minnesota's kind of teetering right now, so that'd be a good one to get.
A lot of momentum to finish out the year, get the Axe back, and a little bit something to build on for next year.
Yeah. Have you seen the Axe that they play for?
No, I didn't know what you meant when you referenced it.
It's like a trophy that's like yay tall, probably. I would say.
Yeah.
They chopped down the goalpost. Pretty cool.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get it back in Madison because it's been a couple years.
If we can get the Axe back, I'm okay with not being bowl eligible.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jacob.
All right, more news right after this.
Make your pup look and feel their best at Top Dog Treat in West Salem. Fresh, clean, and oh so soft. They'll strut out looking top dog. Book your grooming appointment today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
We don't want to see homeowners falling through their floors.
Certainly not.
So as the symptom goes, moisture, mildew, mold, any of that stuff.
That's bad. Wood doesn't like water. Every house that is on a crawl space needs an encapsulation.
It's so important, man. If this doesn't get done, like, what happens to polite society now?
Your flooring's in jeopardy, ain't nobody safe.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Meet Jim. He loves the holidays. If he could celebrate year-round, he would. While some parts of the holidays can be a bit of a challenge, Jim knows that getting great gifts is no problem because he can easily gift holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery for everyone on his list. With prices starting at $1 and retailers always close by, it's easy to spread joy all around this holiday season. Nice work, Jim.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes at the zoo? Well, a new observation room at a zoo in Jersey is giving people a front row seat to watch veterinarians treat animals.
Visitors recently saw a turkey vulture get a wellness check that included x-rays, blood work, a wing exam, and getting microchipped.
It's not very common to have a window into a treatment room. More zoos are starting to do it as hospitals are being redone because of the value of the education aspect and alerting people to exactly what happens at zoos and the kind of care we can provide.
I'm gonna be a bone surgeon when I grow up, so I'm gonna watch what they're gonna do so I can learn what to do.
By letting these guests watch vets in action, they're hoping to inspire the next generation of veterinarians.
That sounds like it's working already. We've got a bone surgeon out there. Maybe a couple of vets after that first viewing.
Yeah, and it's just showing them they get their yearly checkup just like we do. You know, they got to get taken care of, maintained.
For sure.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Get the bathroom you deserve at a price you can afford. Maxwell White Plumbing provides free estimates, quality materials, and expert installation. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Eagle Crest North in Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Expect nothing less than exceptional amenities. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's a great time to buy, great time for traditions.
It's like loading up a Ford SUV and going to Grandma's house.
Hitting the slopes in a Built Wild Bronco.
Or making the big delivery with Ford F-Series.
Does it come in red? Making customers happy. That's my favorite tradition.
Like my sweater.
During the Ford year-end sales event, get 0% limited-term APR financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select 2025 Ford vehicles.
A grand piano is more than just an instrument. It's a statement of elegance and a source of endless inspiration. Its rich full tone can fill any room with warmth and beauty, and when you invest in a grand piano from Lighthold Music, you're enriching your life and the lives of those around you. Let their expert team guide you through the selection process and fine-tune your life with the perfect grand.
A lifetime of pleasure, satisfaction, and fun.
Everybody has an instrument. Yours is at Lighthold Music.
Lighthold Music.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
All right, we will see a transition to rain to snow for most areas going towards the morning commute. At some point, it will all become snow, but that area really is going to be north of I-90 to 94. That's where the accumulating snow could be. Roads mainly wet, but slush snow on sides where at least you won't have less travel. The good news is temperatures will go above freezing, so we will see melting. That's where we could see 1 to 3 inches, potentially even higher in that blue shade area. Elevation will play a difference too on that, so ridgeline something. The good news, once this all ends by Tuesday noon, it's looking fairly quiet for the rest of the week. And yeah, we got some 50s up there too.
There we go. Just got to get through tomorrow.
Just got to get through tomorrow.
Snowman weather. That is it for us at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.